Still can't believe you've collared me to do this on the way to a jolly, but there we go. Let's give it a go. Very good, Samuel. How are you?
I'm very good. It's nice to see you in Paris. Off to meet Lodi, France, but at the same time, might as well do a quick podcast in Paris airport.
Absolutely. At least there's beer in hand, so we can give it a go.
We haven't known each other for that long. How long have you actually been in the pest control industry?
From what I remember, it's about 11 years, Sam.
11 years.
Do you know how I know?
How?
Because I got married literally as soon as I started, and I actually do know what date I got married.
Really?
So that's how I know.
All right then.
11 years.
11 years.
Yeah, long time.
And so you've literally seen the past decade.
Thank you, Sam. Yes, I have.
What I want to get from you today is, at the moment, quite a bit of changes going on in the industry. Ficam W has been withdrawn. Really, a lot of pest controllers are wondering what's next. And I know Lodi have some products, Digrain C40 being one of them. There's going to be a lot of significant change now because of it, right? People are going to be looking for new products. They're going to be trying to understand what to do next. What would be your advice with a product going out, what they should be looking to do now in the next 6 to 12 months?
No, so yeah, it's one of those products that has done a brilliant job. People who've used it for years want to carry on using it. But the time has come that it's going. So for us, there's no point pretending or beating around the bush. It's good news for us as a company because it does open up the opportunity and the door for other products. And yeah, bedbugs is one thing that Ficam W, the general technician would use it for everything. Bedbugs, fleas, ants, whatever it is. They'd have a go. So yes, bedbugs is a big thing in terms of new products, but it opens up a door in lots of ways. So yes, the window is there.
Is it a bit difficult because Ficam W had a very broad label, and you could basically use it in any situation?
And that again was why people loved it so much, because it was almost an old school, in brackets, label. You had things on there that other products just don't seem to be able to get anymore. Spiders being one. We've got a product that's now managed to get spiders. There's a couple others, but generally history has shown that spiders is something that doesn't appear very often. The use on bedding, the use on mattresses, the use on these sort of things was something that Ficam always had over a lot of the other products. So yeah, it had a lot of advantages to people, and that's why they liked it, and frankly it worked. So yeah, that was another good thing. But now there's definitely going to be a case of people have got to look for something new, and so I think we've got a great range of products to cover that hole, really.
Yeah. So the selection really is, you're looking at Digrain C40, which I know you've told me about a lot, and then there are a couple of others that you're going to sort of batch with that.
If you look at the market right now, it was very much, if you're focusing on bed bugs, it was very much C40 Symmetrol Super. If you were looking further afield and looking at other insects, you could bring in all sorts of range of insecticides, but it's not only Ficam W that's going at the moment, it's Vendona, it's our Digrain AC, because they've decided to ban alpha-cypermethrin, which takes both of those products out of the equation, and others. So now when people are looking at their sort of general purpose insecticide, that's where our C40 absolutely ticks the box. Have you finished your beer, Sam?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, no, you've got another one.
I always have another beer in it.
So in terms of general purpose, we've got a whole range of stuff. But the C40, because it's the wettable powder, that's why we're particularly pushing that one, because you use it in exactly the same way that you would have used the Ficam W. It's a simple dissolvable sachet, throw in your 5 litre mix, or it's the 500 gram tub using the scooper and 10 grams. And obviously it goes a long way and it's good value for money. And yes, you can use it on a whole range of flying and crawling insects. With the Ficam, you had the 15 gram sachet that would make a 5 litre mix, or you had the 500 gram tub where they could basically scoop 15 grams into 5 litres, or do less if they wish to. But a lot of companies like to have that simple sachet ready to go, throw it in. And what we've done to be a bit different with the C40 is we've got the 5 litre sachet, yes, we've got the tub, but then we also have these 2 gram sachets, which are an exact mix for a 1 litre. Basically, the problem is if you mix up 5 litre, there's always that chance you don't need 5 litres for one job. And so you then have chemicals sat in a sprayer for God knows how long. So the idea with the 1 litre one ones is that if you're just doing a little job, particularly those guys who are sort of on the tube, on the move in London, they're doing job after job after job. They're probably all they're going to need is a 1 litre sprayer mix.
Sure.
And it's a lot less for them to carry as well in the backpack. Trust me, I did the tube this morning, and the less you can carry, the better, because it's hell on earth, frankly.
It was quite packed this morning.
No, it was. Can I swear?
Yeah, go ahead.
Crap.
That's your
Yeah,
swear
I
word
was
today.
travelling at 8 a.m. on the tube in London, which is never a sensible thing to do. But yeah, no, you want the less you're carrying, the better.
Of course. But you came from London today, just trying to work it out. So I left Birmingham, you left London.
So
Now we've
when
met
you were
Paris.
still snoring in bed, I was getting up
actually.
at 6:30 a.m. A, because my children were screaming their heads off, and B, because I had to leave the house at 7, get a train to London, to then get the underground to Heathrow. So actually the worst part of the journey was the bit to travel the shortest distance this morning, because it was just to get across London. It took 2.5
Which was the tube?
hours. On the bonus, I had a nice breakfast in Heathrow.
Did you?
Yes, very nice breakfast. Yeah.
I had a breakfast bar to go. That was me in the car because I wasn't running late because I woke up and the traffic said, you know when you look on Google Maps and it says you've got an hour.
Yeah.
Anyway, there was traffic on the road and it said, oh, it's going to take an hour. And I started off thinking, oh, I'm going to be late. And then it said, oh, no, you're actually 40 minutes. I guess it cleared up. So I was like, right, I've time. But for some reason, my head was still in let's race to the airport mode.
I had to get to the airport in time to buy my minis, Sam. That was the most important
Your
thing.
minis?
Yeah, mini hairspray, mini deodorant, mini
I've got none of
toothpaste,
that.
Sam. Have you not got the toothpaste?
I brought a full pack of toothpaste because
How?
it's under 100 mil.
Oh.
Toothpaste is 100 mil. I've
See, I
got
should
my
learn to read,
aftershave.
and then I know what actually fits the criteria.
10 times 100
Okay.
mil to 1
Alright.
litre. So,
The
well,
best thing, though, by the time I got to Paris, because of the hour's time difference, it meant that I was having my first pint in the afternoon rather than the morning. Which is
it
always...
does make you look better. Tony,
It
in
does,
this
it
case,
does
doesn't it?
slightly make you look better. Yeah. Anyway, should we get back to it?
But yeah, we can get back to it. Okay, to answer the second part of the question then. That's Ficam from a perspective what's leaving and what's going to be left behind in terms of product. How do you expect pest controllers to react to this change? And do you think they'll look to switch now or wait till it's all sold out and then use up their stock? What's normally the routine here? Because there are big and small pest technician companies.
No, yeah, of course. And it's not all about scale, it's all about choice in a way. Some guys have it in their heads it's going and they want to move on now because what's the point in carrying on? There'll be others who think, oh, bloody hell, I love that product. I'm going to use it as long as I possibly can. So they'll be buying in the stock right now. It really is a case of choice and there's no right or wrong with it. We're obviously going for the market right now because you have to react to these things. So we've done a promo on the C40, which a lot of people have seen, and we're sending out sachets for people to have a try with it and see how they get on. But as you touched on earlier, it's not just about the C40. We've got, I think as Lodi, to be fair, we're very strong in the insecticide. So we have the Phobidose, which is very much a bed bug, cockroach only specific product. It's always been seen as a high-end product, which is what it is. But it works, and it works really well. So it's sort of that turn-to product when other things aren't working. Technicians are willing to spend the money in order to get the results. But then we've got a new product called Phobi Caps, which brings in the new micro-encapsulation technology. It's got a brand new knockdown active in it, and the initial feedback we're getting on that is brilliant. And Phobi Larvox as well, just to throw that into the mix. It's a IGR product we have that has an open label, so you can mix it with any of the products I've already mentioned if you wanted to add an insect growth regulator. And that together with our Digrain Force basically creates almost like what we describe as a mini Withdrawal Super, because it's got the same actives, it's got the PBO. So there's a proper range there. And all these, bar the Phobidose, have a completely open label, so you can use them for all your flying crawling insects. But the bed bugs being the big thing.
The bed bugs being the big thing.
Yeah, well, I know it's very London biased in a way, but bed bugs are the biggest worry and the thing that are hardest to kill. So
Controller.
yeah, the thing is, the Ficam W is wettable powder, and if a pest controller is specifically looking for that, there is basically Citral 40, which is out there, and our Digrain C40 as the only alternative options in terms of offering a wettable powder.
Right.
And if they're specifically looking for a wettable powder, fingers crossed, they turn our way. That's the idea.
And there will be actually a link in this to a free sample I think we're giving away.
Yep.
That's correct.
We're giving out loads.
Have you noticed, by the way, it's
To be
really
fair,
thinned out?
I can't actually remember the last time I've actually sold some C40. It's just all been going out for free. But yeah, what the airport has.
Yeah, the airport was really
wouldn't
thinned
you
out.
run away if you saw us two Burks sat here like this? I certainly would. Anyway.
Yeah, because we're literally set up here in a pub with some microphones. Well, you wouldn't call it a pub. It's a waiting lounge, isn't it?
Airport waiting area where you're allowed to drink beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God forbid going to the smoking area. That's not...
Yeah, I know.
No,
yeah,
don't go
for
into
anyone
that.
who smokes and moans that you can't smoke in UK airports, trust me, it could be worse. You can come here and you can smoke, but you go inside a 6 foot by 6 foot box and die every time you breathe in. It came close to me quitting.
But hold on, we'll just wait for the tannoy. You'll probably be able to work out where we're going from this tannoy. No, it's not for our flight, don't worry.
No, I know, but our flight is in 30 minutes. So.
Yeah, it's 30 minutes, but we have another 15 at least. There's nothing worse than being early for a flight.
You think?
I think so.
Have they called us yet?
Hold on. Let me
Shall I
have a
go
look.
check?
It's Allura, which I think means
Sam should pause
to the
before
hour.
we miss our
No,
flight.
there's
I'll
no
be
gate
gutted
registered.
to miss the
I can
party.
There's no gate registered. It means Allure, which is on time in French, according to the billboard we've got here. And yeah, there's no gate
Well,
registered.
okay, I'm still going to make you pause because I've run out of beer.
You've run out of beer. Okay.
Cheers to a great night. I hope you're all having a beer listening to this as well, because it's the only way to listen to it, frankly, isn't it? So,
Yeah, unless you're listening on a Monday morning, in which case, good luck for your day.
yeah, absolutely. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, and you.
Cheers, Sam. Thanks, buddy. Bye.
Bye.